there. So yeah, man, it's Daniel here. Today something really unexpected happened. And again, the bar has gone up. Way higher than I expected. At least that's the way that I interpret. I got there and I was like, okay, fuck it. Let's switch places. Let's go to this other office. And then I got there. I was dialing as usual. I was like, oh, fuck it. Back to my old desk. And then my manager called me. I was like, okay, fine, let's go. And then actually, my supervisor quit. And I was like, okay. Then, well, that was the problem. So, well, yeah. So because of that, like, there's no need for it to be transferred since she's not gonna be here anymore. I was like, perfect, you know. And then she called like this other guy, and like he's the. You can feel like he's like the head of the marketing, you know. And then like because she explained to him like the things that I've been doing about like tracking the pickup rate and like tracking everything. And then like I talked with him and I explained to him, and he was like, "Fuck, man!" Like it was so cool because he said like, "We've been waiting for this." Like it's a prophecy, like because like we've been waiting for like, there's so many things that we need to improve. We just don't know how. So like we've been waiting for something to be able to like give us like more clarity about like how we can improve the sales process. And he said something that like for me was the gospel, like literally he said like, I believe we should focus less on the presentation, more on the objections. And I was like, thanks. Like I've been praying for moments like this. I used to pray for moments like this, man. I was like, oh yes. And they say, yeah, from now on, like, you know, we're gonna try. And then because like for me, because I've been like, I have my processes, I have my things, and then she was like, okay, let's try your not. She didn't say that, but it's kind of like, okay, like have potential, like the things you're saying like can help us or like guide us. And I was like, okay, and like that, like for me, because like in my perspective, it's like, of course, no, like he's pretty much like, if I'm the owner, it's like, okay, like we switch, like okay, she's gonna go, and now he's gonna stay. So let's see if this is a worth trade. That's the way that I would look at it. Because I'm like, okay, 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 kid, like show us, you know. And like for me, that was like the way that I'm seeing. I'm like, okay, or like now, like like even like if that didn't happen, like I would still like go there and like crush it, and it's still like kind of weird, like the mood. Not and like not towards my team, like with them, like it's like I would say it's even it's strangely enough, like it's even better now. I don't know, kind of like I don't know, weird, right? Um, but then she went there and like she talked with them, and I was like, fuck, man, she's definitely with them. And I was like that fucked me up, by the way, because then like later on, like when the day was almost finished, I talked with one of the guys and I was like, hey man, like what did they tell? Like what she say? Like yeah, she just said like, she's gonna go and like she's gonna leave. So like and then he asked like, so why are you still staying? And I was like, isn't it obvious like she's gonna go, so that's why I'm staying. I thought that was obvious. Like no, it wasn't. I was like, oh fuck, shouldn't say that. But like, well, now you know. She said like, oh, she find a better opportunity, and man, I literally said the same thing twice when I asked you to be fired when I quit. I literally said the same thing. Yeah, no, I just found a better opportunity. And in both cases, I didn't want to stay anymore in the job. So I could be wrong, you know. And she did a training, a closing training, and like normally I don't go to those type of, and like I really like fucking hate it, like those type of trainings. But I was like, man, it's closing. Like, why not? You know, like it's more about like the negotiation, and sometimes you know, especially because like now, like the reps who like got here like they're not like new anymore. They're not like brand new, but like the more like newer reps than me and my other coworker, they're gonna start closing. So like it's good because then she revealed the process, you know. And I was like, oh, interesting. I'm gonna listen. Fuck it. And she didn't like that. Well, at least that's the way that I see, you know. And um, yeah, man, I just listened, and then she was still like pointing, like insinuating, like, because it doesn't matter, like if you get a lot of calls, we're not closing because you got to do this, and like at that moment, I was like, okay, now I remember, like this is never gonna change, and she's never gonna change. Like I was dying like a motherfucker. Like today I did 230 dials, something like around that, in like 4 pickups. No, I booked one, by the way. Yeah, I booked one, by the way. Did I? Yeah, I think I did. I think I did. And that was just because of like pure violence when it comes to dialing. Because, man, like the pickup, the pickup rate like wasn't like really. It wasn't there, man. Uh, and yeah, I booked like one today. The guy that I booked yesterday, he didn't show. You know. So, oh, interesting. 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 I think because like yesterday I didn't have like a sales call, and today I didn't have one. I was like, fuck, man, like is my person not working? But like now that I'm seeing like yesterday, no, actually Monday was on Monday this. Oh, okay, okay, that was like last week. Oh, now makes sense. Yeah, now makes sense. Yeah, I booked this guy. Yeah, I booked this guy yesterday. For today, he didn't show. And then today, I booked like one more, but that's for tomorrow. So, yeah. I'm still booking people, man. It's just because, like, the amount of new leads, they're not coming in. Like, I remember that I can get the leads of the other reps. You know, that's interesting. That's like a different type of leverage. Of course, I gotta make a deal with them, you know, and yeah, gotta make a deal with them, and yeah, but that's interesting, really interesting. And like now, it's a matter of like because she's gonna leave. I don't know now because she was the same thing. Like she said she would go. She didn't want to go like to the other state to train, and then she ended up like going. And then later on, she regretted and got back earlier. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I believe that she's gonna really leave. You know. and it's weird. I was like, kind of like I won, but like, I don't know, weird. Anyway, now it's a matter of like really making it obvious, you know. There's like this one lead, like very like methodical, and like the other, like she's from the upsell, but like she has way more experience than me, and then she walked me through a lot of things, you know, a lot of a lot of things, and like I learned a lot of it just from her, you know. And it's crazy like how like a quick like 20 minutes conversation can like really make me like so more advanced, you know, and more knowledgeable with the product. You know, so yeah, man. Let's keep moving forward and let's conquer. Take care. Bye.